Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Camilla and today we're watching Dead Poets Society. I have always wanted to see this movie and it's one that I'm just repeatedly told is an incredible, iconic movie. It is one of those movies that whenever I do say that I haven't seen it, people seem to be pretty upset, and I have really wanted to see it, and now I finally have an excuse to. I know that Robin Williams is in it, and I think that he plays a teacher, but beyond that, I don't think I know anything else about the movie. I just know that it seems to be highly regarded, widely respected. Also, if you enjoy full-length reactions or you want to participate in polls to help decide what I'm gonna watch next or just get some bonus content and everything, I do now have a Patreon. It's been live for a few weeks by the time this video will go up, but my Patreon will be linked below if any of that seems to interest you. Otherwise, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and let's get into it. Here's Dead Poets Society. I forgot to mention, it has been rainy here all morning, and for some reason, something about this movie gives off cozy vibes to me. We'll see if it actually is cozy at all, but I made like a nice warm coffee, and I'm just excited to curl up and watch this movie. Something about a warm beverage in a movie it's just a good vibe. So I encourage you to do the same if you would like. Okay, now without any further ado, here's Dead Poets Society. Ooh, cute. Oh yeah, this is prep school vibes for sure. Oh, Ethan Hawke is in this? Discipline.
Ladies and gentlemen,
honor.
what are the four pillars?
Tradition, honor, discipline, excellence.
They are disciplined.
Last year we graduated 51. 75% of those went on to the Ivy League. This is why you parents have been sending us your son. Our beloved Mr. Porteous of the English department retired last term. You will have the opportunity later to meet his replacement, Mr. John Keating. Himself an honors.
There he is. So this seems to be a pretty prestigious prep school, I guess. Is it a boarding school though?
This is our youngest, Todd.
You have some big shoes to fill, young man. Your brother was one of our finest.
Honey, I love you.
I'll walk you over.
Okay, so I guess it's a boarding school.
Hey, I hear we're gonna be roommates. I'm Neil Perry.
I'm Todd Anderson.
Oh, so you're that Henderson.
What's that mean? Guess his brother's really smart.
Hey, I heard you got the new kid. Looks like a stiff.
Oh.
Listen, don't mind Cameron.
Rumor has it, you did summer school.
My father thought I should get ahead.
I'm sorry, my name is Stephen Meeks.
Oh, this is Todd Anderson.
Shirley Dull, Knox Overstreet.
Todd's brother was Jeffrey Anderson.
Oh, yeah, sure. Valedictorian.
Oh.
It's open. Father, I thought you'd gone.
Very formal. Father.
I think that you're taking too many extracurricular activities this semester, and I've decided that you should drop school annual.
Father, I can't. It wouldn't be fair.
Can't take away his extracurriculars.
After you've finished medical school and you're on your own, then you can do as you damn well please. But until then, you do as I tell you. You know how much this means to your mother, don't you?
Yes, sir.
He's got a strict dad.
Why doesn't he let you do what you want?
Tell him off. Oh, that's rich. Like you guys tell your parents off. Mr. Future Lawyer and Mr. Future Banker. Don't tell me how to talk to my father. You guys are the same way.
Guess they all come from pretty strict households and stuff. They probably like being away from home, maybe. I'm not even positive which guy Ethan Hawke is playing, because I've never seen him so young. I don't know if he's Todd or if he's Neil. I think he's the new guy though.
First 20 questions at the end of chapter 1 are due tomorrow.
Agricolas,
Agricolis.
Anyone failing to turn in any homework assignment will be penalized 1 point off their final grade.
I mean, this is a disciplined school. I will say that. Hello. Goodbye.
Well, come on.
Oh, we're gonna shake things up. Are these boys actually gonna have fun for once? Where are we off to?
Oh, Captain, my Captain. Who knows where that comes from? A poem by Walt Whitman about Mr. Abraham Lincoln. Now, in this class, you can either call me Mr. Keating, or if you're slightly more daring, oh, Captain, my Captain.
Same.
Yes, I too attended Holton. At that time, I was not the mental giant you see before you. I was the intellectual equivalent of a 98-pound weakling. Will you open your hymnal to page 542? Read the first stanza of the poem you find there. Gather ye rosebuds while ye may. The Latin term for that sentiment is carpe diem.
Seize the day.
Carpe diem. That's seize the day.
Very good, Mr.
Meeks.
Meeks. Seize the day. Gather ye rosebuds while ye may. Because believe it or not, each and every one of us in this room is one day going to stop breathing. Peruse some of the faces from the past. They're not that different from you, are they? They believe they're destined for great things. Just like many of you, their eyes are full of hope. If you listen real close, you can hear them whisper their legacy to you. Make your lives extraordinary.
Aw, it's pretty sweet.
That was weird. But different.
He'll test us on that stuff?
Oh, come on, Cameron. Don't you get anything?
All right, who's up for a twig study group tonight, guys?
I can't make it, guys. I have to have dinner at the Danbury's house. Friends of my dad's. They're probably in their 90s or something.
I might mess it up a little. Coming to the study group tonight?
No, I've got some history I want to do.
Suit yourself.
What's going on with that guy? I think that is a young Ethan Hawke, now that I'm seeing him more. Aw. Yeah, I want to know more about his little story.
Ready, Overstreet?
Ready to go, sir.
Chad, can you get that? Yeah. I'll get it. Can I help you?
Uh-oh.
Knox Overstreet. Dr. Hager. This is the Danburys, right?
I'm Mrs. Danbury.
How are you? Joe Danbury.
Guy can get in there. You've been hugging it all day.
Oh, it's dinner. Terrible.
It sucked. You guys shouldn't go. You'd hate it. There's no cute girls there.
I met the most beautiful girl I have ever seen in my entire life.
What's wrong with that?
She's practically engaged to Chet Danbury.
Oh, she's not their daughter.
See, it's a tragedy. A girl this beautiful in love with such a jerk.
Gentlemen, open your text to page 21 of the introduction.
To fully understand poetry, we must first be fluent with its meter, rhyme, and figures of speech. Question 1 rates the poem's perfection. Question 2 rates its importance. If the poem's score for perfection is plotted on the horizontal of a graph, and its importance is plotted on the vertical, calculating the total area of the poem yields the measure of its greatness.
Doing math in English class.
We're not laying pipe. We're talking about poetry. Now, I want you to rip out that page. Go on.
What?
Rip out the entire page.
We're not gonna do what the textbook says?
Gentlemen, tell you what, don't just tear out that page, tear out the entire introduction.
Oh!
Rip it out! Rip! Rip! Shred, tear, rip
Do
it out!
it. Do
I will do
it.
nothing but rip it!
Do it!
Not the Bible. You're not going to go to hell for this.
Oh, he's nervous. Gotta get that clean rip.
What the hell is going on here?
I don't hear enough rips.
Mr. Keating,
McAllister.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were here. Excuse me.
Keep ripping, gentlemen.
Why'd he get so nervous?
Now, my class, you will learn to think for yourselves again. Words and ideas can change the world. We don't read and write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we are members of the human race. The human race is filled with passion. But poetry, romance, love, these are what we stay alive for.
Aww.
That the powerful play goes on and you may contribute a verse. What will your verse be?
Oh, they don't know what to do with a teacher who's so, like, passionate and inspiring and kind to them. What's going on with these two fellas?
Quite an interesting class you gave today, Mr. Keating. Fascinating. Misguided though I was.
I think so. We're not talking artists, George. We're talking free thinkers.
Free thinkers at 17.
But only in their dreams can men be truly free.
I found his senior annual in the library. Editor of the school annual, Cambridge Bound, and the Dead Poets Society.
What's a Dead Poets Society?
Sir?
Always whistling.
Captain, my captain?
Gentlemen.
There you go.
We were just looking in your old annual. What was the Dead Poets Society?
I doubt the present administration would look too favorably upon that.
Why? What was it?
Can you keep a secret? The dead poets were dedicated to sucking the marrow out of life. It's a phrase from Thoreau we would invoke at the beginning of every meeting. We would gather at the old Indian cave and take turns reading from Thoreau, Whitman, even some of our own verse.
You mean it was a bunch of guys sitting around reading poetry?
We didn't just read poetry. We let it drip from our tongues like honey. Thank you, Mr. Perry, for this stroll down Amnesia Lane. Burn that.
Dead Poets Society.
You gonna make your own?
I say we go tonight. Who's in?
Oh, come on, Neil. Hager's there.
Forget Hager. No. Who's in?
I'm in.
Me too.
I don't know, Neil. What? What is this, a midnight study group?
Come on, Docs. It'll help you get Chris.
Yeah?
Ooh, they're gonna be sneaking out tonight.
Todd, you coming tonight? No. Keating said that everybody took turns reading, and I don't want to do that. Gosh, you really have a problem with that, don't you? I have a problem. I don't want to do it, okay?
What if you didn't have to read? What if you just came and listened?
That's not how it works.
Well, forget how it works. What if they said it was okay?
So he has trouble reading? And then he has the genius valedictorian older brother. That must be hard. Ooh, everyone's in some flannels. Oh. Did Mr. Keating leave that in his room? On his desk? Uh-oh. Room checks. What exactly are they going to do with these, though? They're just reading out poetry together? I mean, I guess we'll see. It's actually pretty impressive that all of them were able to sneak out, if I'm being honest. How far away is this cave?
I'm a dead poet.
Jump scare.
I hereby reconvene the Dead Poets Society. Todd Anderson, because he prefers not to read, will keep minutes of the meetings.
Aw, Todd came though.
'Tis not too late to seek a newer world, for my purpose holds to sail beyond the sunset, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield.
Then I had religion. Then I had a vision. I could not turn from the river into
How long have these guys been here? Oh, okay. Well, yeah. We're being a little loud, huh? Maybe bring it down a notch? Maybe don't draw attention to yourselves?
We're going to talk about Shakespeare. Now, many of you have seen Shakespeare done very much like this. Oh, not just now.
You can have yourself a 3-course meal from one door.
Why do I stand up here? Anybody?
To feel taller.
I stand upon my desk to remind myself that we must constantly look at things in a different way. See, the world looks very different from up here. Come see for yourselves. Come on. Just when you think you know something, you have to look at it in another way. Now, when you read, don't just consider what the author thinks. Consider what you think.
Aww.
You must strive to find your own voice. The longer you wait to begin, the less likely you are to find it at all. Dare to strike out and find new ground. I would like you to compose a poem of your own, an original work.
Aw, man.
You have to deliver it aloud in front of the class on Monday. Mr. Anderson, don't think that I don't know that this assignment scares the hell out of you, you mole.
Oh, but called out. Called out. This is like the coolest teacher ever, but how did he get this job? I feel like the administration would know that he's not going to conform. Curiouser and curiouser. Oh, he's working on his poem.
I found it.
You found what?
What I want to do right now.
A Midsummer Night's Dream?
This is it.
What is that?
It's a play, Tommy.
Are they going to be in a play?
What does it have to do with you?
All right, they're putting it on at Henley Hall. Open tryouts.
Want to audition with me?
I'm going to act.
I don't think your dad's going to love that.
For the first time in my whole life, I know what I want to do. And for the first time, I'm going to do it! Carpe diem!
How are you going to be in a play if your father won't let you?
As far as I'm concerned, he won't have to know about any of this.
Why don't you just call him and ask him, and maybe he'll say yes.
That's a laugh.
Yeah, he's not. That doesn't sound like on the path to med school.
Yeah, but if he said no
Jesus,
before,
Todd, whose side are you on?
He's just worried for you, buddy.
Even enjoy the idea for a little while? You're coming to the meeting this afternoon.
I don't know, maybe.
Nothing Mr. Keating has to say means shit to you, does it? You're in the club. Being in the club means being stirred up, I think. You look about as stirred up as a cesspool. Being in means you gotta do something, not just say you're in.
I'm not like you, all right? You say things and people listen. I'm not like that.
Don't you think you could be?
The point is that there's nothing you can do about it, so you can just butt out.
No.
do you mean, no?
No.
Give me, Neil, give that back.
What are you guys doing? I'm sure you see the camera. Hey, give me the Neil.
This cameraman must be dizzy. Ooh, gonna go find your girl? Go get your girl? He went and found the girl. What? Oh gosh.
On the bus, boys.
It's actually a chance for us to have other human beings push us to excel.
Say it again like you're undaunted.
Oh, to struggle against great odds, to meet enemies undaunted.
Now go on. Yes.
The muzzles of guns with perfect nonchalance.
We've got music. We've got sports.
I got the part.
What part did he get though?
I'm gonna play
I knew it was gonna be Puck.
They need a letter of permission from Father and Mr. Nolan.
You're not gonna write it.
Oh, yes, I am.
Neil is on one. But I'm here for it.
This is great.
He is tickled. He's passionate about something. And he's so excited. But I'm nervous for when Papa finds out.
To Chris, I see a sweetness in her smile. Bright light shines from her eyes.
Do you even know anything about her, buddy? Just the first pretty girl he's seen in person.
Now, who's next?
Oh.
Mr. Anderson,
You can do it. You can do it,
sitting
Todd.
there in agony. Come on, Todd, step up. Let's put you out of your misery.
You can do it, buddy.
I didn't do it. I didn't write a poem.
It's not true. You're lying.
Mr. Anderson thinks that everything inside of him is worthless and embarrassing. I think you have something inside of you that is worth a great deal.
Oh.
I sound my barbaric yelp.
I remember this phrase from like high school or something.
Now, for those of you who don't know, a yelp is a loud cry or yell. Come on, you can't yelp sitting down. Let's go. Come on, up.
Oh, yeah, come on, guys. Let's get you some confidence in you.
Y'all.
Oh, that's a mouse.
Yeah.
Come on, louder. Come on. There it is.
I close my eyes.
Yes?
This image floats beside me. The sweaty-toothed madman with a stare that pounds my brain.
Oh, that's excellent.
And all the time he's mumbling.
What's he mumbling?
Mumbling truth, like a blanket that always leaves your feet cold. Kick at it, beat it, it'll never cover any of us. From the moment we enter crying to the moment we leave dying, it'll just cover your face as you wail and cry and scream.
My goodness. We've got a wordsmith among us. Aw. This teacher is working some magic on these boys. It's their PE teacher too, apparently. Oh.
Charlie.
Gosh, that's
What do you
loud.
say we start this meeting?
We've got daytime meetings now too, okay?
I can't take it anymore. If I don't have Chris, I'm gonna kill myself.
Okay. That's a little severe.
I wanna call her.
He still only met her once.
Carpe diem. Hello, Chris? Yes. Hi, this is Knox Overstreet. Would I like to come to a party?
Ooh.
Friday night at the Danberries.
Okay.
At Chet Danbury's house.
Yeah, at her fiance's.
So you don't really think she means you're going with her?
Well,
Dude.
of course not, Charlie, but that's not the point. I've only met her once, and already she's thinking about me.
Yay.
She
Okay, well.
is going to be mine.
No grades at stake, gentlemen. Just take a
Okay.
stroll.
Another strange activity
There
in
it
the
is.
middle of English class.
If you notice, everyone started off with their own stride, their own pace. I brought them up here to illustrate the point of conformity, the difficulty in maintaining your own beliefs in the face of others. And we all have a great need for acceptance. Your beliefs are unique, your own, even though others may think them odd, even though the herd may go, that's bad. Robert Frost said, 2 roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less traveled by. And that has made all the difference.
Todd? What's going on?
Today's my birthday.
Is today your birthday?
Oh.
Happy birthday. What'd you get?
My parents gave me this.
Isn't this the same desk?
Yeah, they gave me the same thing as last year.
Oh, buddy.
Maybe they thought you needed another one.
I didn't even like it the first time.
Todd, I think you're underestimating the value of this desk set. If I were ever going to buy a desk set twice, I would probably buy this one. It's rather aerodynamic, isn't it?
Oh.
Desk set wants to fly.
Ooh. Yeah, all right.
You'll get another one next year.
Oh, it was his birthday. Nobody knew.
Meet Gloria and
Tina.
Tina.
You can't just bring girls to your super secret society meeting.
From now on, call me Nwanda. Hello? Hello, Chris?
Look, I have to go find Chet. Why don't you go downstairs? Where everybody is.
She's not here for you. You got a little obsessed with a girl a little quick.
Drink. Here you go. Have some whiskey, pal.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And I really hope he doesn't do anything to embarrass himself too badly. That's hoping too much. Maybe leave her alone. She's sleeping. Maybe don't. If she's unconscious.
Huh?
Knox, what
up your girl.
are you doing?
No.
I know this looks bad.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh.
Knox, are you all right?
Chris, get the hell away from him!
Chet, you hurt him!
Good! Next time I see you, you die.
Oh. Ugh. Yeah, that didn't end too well for anybody.
Don't you guys miss having girls around here?
Yeah.
I published an article in the school paper in the name of the dead poets.
What? How did you do that?
I'm one of the proofers. I slipped the article in.
Don't you think they're gonna figure out who wrote it?
If all we do is come together and read a bunch of poems to each other.
This could mean trouble. You don't speak for the club.
If they catch me, I'll tell them I made it up.
Oh, they're not happy about this. Uh-oh. Oh boy. What did the dead poets do 50 years ago? Well, not 50, 30, 40 years ago.
This week's issue of Welton Honor, there appeared a profane and unauthorized article.
No.
I'm asking any and all students who know anything about this article to make themselves known.
Mr. Nolan, it's for you. It's God. He says we should have girls at Welton.
Yikes.
Assume the position.
Maybe he does want to get kicked out. Oh no! Oh. Oh man. Ah.
What is this Dead Poet Society? I want names.
Oh no, don't give up your people.
I'm to turn everybody in, apologize to the school, and all will be forgiven.
What are you gonna do?
Damn it, Neil. The name is Nwanda.
So he didn't turn them in, hopefully?
This was my first classroom, John. Did you know that?
Didn't know you taught, Mr. Nolan.
English. I'm hearing rumors about some unorthodox teaching methods in your classroom. I think I have to warn you, boys, his age are very impressionable.
Well, your reprimand made quite an impression, I'm sure.
What was going on in the courtyard the other day? Clapping in unison?
Oh, that was an exercise to prove a point. Dangers of conformity. I always thought the idea of education was to learn to think for yourself.
At these boys' age, not on your life. Prepare them for college and the rest will take care of itself.
He is preparing them for college. He's preparing them for life. He's trying to make them better people. Oh.
All right, Jim. It was a pretty lame stunt you pulled today.
What about carpe diem and sucking all the marrow out of life?
Sucking
all that?
the marrow out of life doesn't mean choking on the bone.
But I thought you'd like that.
No. You being expelled from school is not daring to me. It's stupid.
Aye, aye, Captain.
That goes for a lot of you.
Yes, Captain. Yes, Captain.
Rehearsal time.
Here comes Oberon.
Oh no. Oh no, no.
Before you say
Oh, no.
anything,
Please
Oh,
let
no.
me talk back to me.
Nah.
Wasted your time with this absurd acting business. But you deliberately deceived me. Who put you up to it? Was it this new man, this, Mr. Keating?
No.
Oh, my niece is in a play with your son, says Mrs. Marks. You must be mistaken. My son's not in a play. You made a liar out of me, Neil. Now, tomorrow, you go to them and you tell them that you're quitting.
No.
No, I can't. I have the main part. The performance is tomorrow night.
We're through with that play.
He made it this far without his dad finding out through the rehearsal process. That's impressive.
You will not let me down.
Oh no. Let him be in his show. Puck is such a fun character.
Can I speak to you?
Certainly.
Talk to my father. He's making me quit the play at Henley Hall. Acting is everything to me. I can see his point. We're not a rich family like Charlie. He's planning the rest of my life for me, and he's never asked me what I want.
Have you ever told your father what you just told me?
I can't talk to him this way.
And you're acting for him, too. You're playing the part of the dutiful son, but you have to talk to him. You have to show him who you are, what your heart is.
I know what he'll say.
You prove it to him by your conviction and your passion. If he still doesn't believe you, well, then you'll be out of school and you can do anything you want.
What about the play? The show's tomorrow night.
Well, you have to talk to him before tomorrow night.
You gotta do it the hard way. But you can do it. Oh no! No! He showed up to her school? Dude, no. Oh my gosh.
I came to apologize for the other night. I brought you these and a poem I wrote for you.
No, you need to go, buddy. This is not okay.
If Chuck finds you here, he'll kill you.
I don't care. I love you, Chris.
Max, you're crazy.
You don't know her.
Just forget it.
I don't think she feels the same way, buddy. I don't think she does. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! What are you doing?
All I'm asking you to do is listen. The heavens made a girl named Chris. To touch her, be paradise.
What in the heck is going on with this guy?
Hey, how'd it go? Did you read it to her? Yeah. What'd she say? Nothing.
Yikes.
Talk to your father.
He didn't like it one bit, but at least he's letting me stay in the play. He won't be able to make it. He's in Chicago. I think he's gonna let me stay with acting.
You told him what you told me?
Yeah.
Did he? Is he being honest? That he told his dad? Oh my gosh. Oh, well.
Chris.
Well, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she does like him. Or maybe she's gonna say, please leave me alone.
Max, you have got to stop this stuff.
I can't, Chris. I love you.
You don't know her.
You don't even know me. I could care less about you.
Then you wouldn't be here warning me about Chet.
I have to go. I'm gonna be late for the play.
Are you going with him?
Chet? To a play? Are you kidding?
Then come with me.
Max, you are so infuriating.
You come with me tonight, and then if you don't want to see me again, I swear I'll bow out.
And I suppose you would promise that this would be the end of it. You are so infuriating.
Now you can actually get to know each other, and then it's okay to just pull up on her randomly, okay? Oh my gosh, Midsummer.
Thou speakst aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. The wise
He's good. He's really
telling
good.
the saddest tale. Sometime the three foots
Aww.
and waxing in their mirth and and swear. Here comes Oberon.
Such separation as may well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor.
Uh-oh.
Amen to that fair prayer.
Oh, he's nervous. But maybe he did actually talk to his dad. I wasn't sure if he was telling the truth or not. Show your dad what you're made of.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended. Else the puck a liar call, and Robin shall restore amends.
You did it! You did it, dude! What did his dad think? What did his dad think?
Neil, you have the gift. What a performance.
You have to stay in the car. Keating, you stay away from my son.
Neil! Mr. Perry, come on!
Aww. Oh, he's come all the way home to his parents' house. Oh gosh.
We're not going to let you ruin your life. Tomorrow I'm withdrawing you from Welton and enrolling you in Brayton Military School. And you're going to be a doctor.
No. No.
You have opportunities that I never even dreamt of, and I am not going to let you
I've
waste
got
them.
to tell you what I feel!
Is it more of this acting business? Because you can forget that.
Buddy. Don't pull him out of school.
That was good. That was really good.
They're acting like he just robbed a bunch of houses or something. He's just discovering who he is. And they're treating him like this, and that's so sad. Disciplined. Are we sneaking out? Barefoot? No shirt on? This music is so dramatic. What is he doing? Wait. Hold on. What is in that? No. No. That's... No.
What was that?
No. Oh my god. No.
Neil?
Neil?
Did he run away with the gun? No.
Oh, Neil! Oh, my God! Oh! Oh, my son!
No. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? No! I didn't feel like that was about to happen at all. I didn't think we were gonna do that.
Neil's dead?
It took a really dark turn.
It's okay, Todd. It's all right. His father did it. It's his father killed him.
Aww. But he did teach him to live deeply.
The death of Neil Perry is a tragedy. At the request of Neil's family, I intend to conduct a thorough inquiry into this matter. Your complete cooperation is expected.
Cameron's at Fink. He's in Nolan's office right now, thinking. Do you think for one moment they're gonna let this thing just blow over? You think, didn't you, Cameron? Told Nolan everything about the club.
In case you hadn't heard, Dalton, there's something called an honor code at this school, all right? If a teacher asks you a question, you tell the truth, or you're expelled.
He's a rat! He's in it up to his eyes, so he ratted to save himself.
They're not after us. We're the victims. Us and Neil.
Are they
Who are
gonna
they
blame
after?
it on?
Well, Mr. Keating, of course, the captain himself.
Mr. Keating responsible for Neil?
No.
Is that what they're saying?
Well, who else do you think? Mr. Keating put us up to all this crap, didn't he?
That is not true, Cameron. You know that. He didn't put us up to anything.
Let Keating fry.
Okay.
You can't save Keating, but you can save yourselves.
Don't do this to him. Not Mr. Keating. We need more Mr. Keatings in the world.
Knox Overstreet.
What'd you tell him?
Nothing they didn't already know.
Todd Anderson.
Hello, son.
Hello, darling.
You do admit to being a part of this dead poet society?
Yes, sir.
I have here a detailed description of what occurred at your meetings. It describes how your teacher, Mr. Keating, encouraged you boys to organize this club. Both in and out of the classroom, encouraged Neil Perry to follow this obsession with acting.
Obsession?
When he knew all along it was against the explicit orders of Neil's parents. It was Mr. Keating's blatant abuse of his position as teacher that led directly to Neil Perry's death.
No.
You have nothing to add or amend. Sign it.
All of his friends signed it.
What's gonna happen to Mr. Keating?
Sign the paper, Todd.
No. Stand up for Mr. Keating. Stand up for your friend. You can do it. Oh, buddy.
I will be teaching this class through exams. Who will tell me where you are in the printed textbook?
We skipped around a lot, sir. We covered the Romantics and some of the chapters on post-Civil War literature.
What about the realists?
I believe we skipped most of that, sir.
Come.
Mr. Keating? Oh, hey.
I came for my personals.
Get them now, Mr. Keating. Gentlemen, turn to page 21 of the introduction on understanding poetry.
That page has been ripped out, sir. They're all ripped out, sir.
What do you mean they're all ripped out?
Understanding Poetry by Dr. J. Evans Pritchard, Ph.D. Question 1 rates the poem's perfection, and once these questions have been answered,
Come on. Say what you want to say.
it's plotted on the horizontal of a graph. If the
Mr. Keating, they made everybody
Quiet, Mr.
sign
Anderson.
it. You gotta believe me, it's true.
I do believe you, Todd.
Wasn't his fault.
Sit down, Mr. Anderson. One more outburst from you or anyone else. Leave, Mr. Keating. I said leave, Mr. Keating.
Captain, my captain.
Sit down, Mr. Anderson. You hear me? Sit down.
Come on, boys. Let's do it.
Well, Captain, my captain.
Sit down.
Yeah, come on, boys. Yeah. Protest of the century. Oh.
Thank you, boys. Thank you.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow, 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 wow. That was Dead Poet Society. I felt pretty attached to it pretty early on because I think it really touches on like a somewhat universal experience if you have been lucky enough to like encounter a teacher or even multiple teachers who touch your life in such a deep way. And I feel like this is such an ode to that experience. I am a theater kid at heart. I went to college for theater. You know, I think a lot of theater kids also really loved English class. English was always my favorite class. I just felt like it was really relatable, this feeling of almost excitement to go to English class with your favorite teacher. I feel like they did a really good job of showing us the environment that all of these boys are used to, this rigidity and conformity and just not questioning the environment that you're in. And a lot of these kids also very apparently seemed to come from pretty strict households. And also of all the like family units that we saw or witnessed or heard about, ones where they don't express their emotions very much in the household or love. And there are certain types of career paths that are the right ones versus the wrong ones. The movie did a really good job of establishing all of that and these guys' backgrounds before bringing in Robin Williams' character, Mr. Keating, so that he could shake things up for them a little bit. It was really, really touching seeing how much Mr. Keating wanted these kids to be able to think for themselves, to form their own opinions. I thought it was going to be a cozy movie, and I will say it was cozy for a little while. It was cozy until it wasn't, because I didn't expect it to take the direction that it did. Especially that was an interesting, really harsh left turn direction for it to take, because it's hard to see what happens to Neil and not link it back to the series of events that is kind of initiated by Mr. Keating. A large part of why he has obtained all of this confidence and had the realization that there is something else that he wants to do with his life, a lot of that is in part because of this class and this teacher and learning to look inwards to himself and figure out what he actually wants versus what has been told to him that he needs to do. It's almost hard to not say, well, it does all link back to Mr. Keating. But it's like what he's doing, what Mr. Keating is doing and trying to teach these kids, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. They are in an environment that is trying to tell them that it is a bad thing to go against the norm, or it is a bad thing to think for yourself, or that it's a bad thing to not do what your elder has told you to do. But you cannot blame it on Mr. Keating at all. You can't. I feel like you can't blame the result of what happened on Mr. Keating, but that obviously is what the school is trying to do. They show us all of these different boys who don't seem to have ever experienced the sense of like community that they end up experiencing in this film, and the sense of like friendship and camaraderie. I don't know. I just think a lot of elements of this do touch on, even though it's all boys. Basically, this whole film is boys, except for Little Miss Chris and some of the moms. But you know, it still touches on very universal experiences and how some of these classrooms or extracurricular activities, the theater, just like how they can all feel like these safe spaces. It's through those experiences that for these young, impressionable boys, you slowly are able to chip away at figuring out who you really are when you're actually feeling safe in the environment that you're developing in. I definitely feel like I have been lucky enough to have a solid handful of teachers, not necessarily exactly like this, but that kind of teacher that just will always stick with you. You probably have some sort of part of your personality or just growth and development can be attributed to them. I think obviously Mr. Keating is a huge part of all of these young guys' lives, even though he was literally there teaching for like one semester. Also just a sad little fact in the back of my mind, knowing the entire movie, was knowing that Robin Williams was no longer with us and like how lovable this character of his was, knowing that he's not on this earth with us anymore. So that was in the back of my mind. But it has also made me interested in and wanting to see more Robin Williams stuff, because I've actually not seen him in a whole lot of stuff, like not a whole lot of stuff at all. And I know that he's a complete legend. I know that. I think I've only seen him as Teddy Roosevelt in the Night at the Museum movies. That's not great. That's not okay. I would love to see him in something else for sure. Okay, other characters to just touch on really quick. We had so many young boys, but obviously Neil, Todd, and Mr. Overstreet. I don't know why his first name doesn't stick in my mind, but Knox Overstreet. I will admit, I guess I was a little bit wrong about Knox, but at first I was very nervous for that guy for a while, because this girl gave him no signs that this interest was reciprocated, and he just kept going for it. And you know, I'm glad that they got to hold hands at the play, but I was a little nervous for him. But hey, maybe I was a little bit wrong. Maybe she's gonna go break up with her boyfriend now. Yeah, lots of fun characters. A very cute evolution of Ethan Hawke, young Ethan Hawke, of his character. I am really glad that he was able to find his voice by the end, that all of these guys were able to at least send off their legendary teacher with a proper farewell, with a quirky, earnest farewell. I feel like a lot of this movie was very earnest, which is almost accurate to that time in people's lives. Like high school, everything you're doing is so important and so earnest. And especially the type of guys that these people are, who most of them do seem to actually really enjoy English and poetry once that they realize that they actually enjoy it. And that can come with a really earnest personality sometimes. Some of it almost, I don't know if melodramatic is quite the right word, but some of it almost feels a little melodramatic at some times. Completely familiar with this kind of urgency. The reading of the poetry and stuff in their little cavern during their Dead Poets meetings. I will never not be sad about Mr. Neal, though. I didn't really expect that at all. I was wondering how he was going to get out of this situation of him being sent to military school, and I wish we'd found a different route. I really do wish we found a different route out of that situation, but I'm happy he got closer to finding himself, but didn't feel super happy or satisfied with Neil's ending. As far as Academy Awards go, it was nominated in 1990. Movie came out in 1989, but nominated in 1990 for Best Picture, Best Actor in a Leading Role for Robin Williams, Best Director Peter Weir, nominated and won for Best Writing by Tom Schulman. Wow. I am glad that we have started this movie watching journey, because each time we watch something else, I'm just flabbergasted by the amount of things that I haven't seen And so I'm glad that we're doing this. We're getting on it. Obviously, they're in an English class and it's focused on poetry and everything. But I think the point of this too is that he wasn't just teaching them about English. He was teaching them about life, and he was trying to help them become better versions of themselves, because a lot of those exercises were really to help them become better people or just more confident, discover who they are. And I mean, all of that does eventually arguably lead back to the subject at hand though of English, because how are you going to know what you like to read, what perspectives and eras of literature that you enjoy and all of that if you don't truly love and know yourself? That was a fun watch, overall fun until it wasn't fun, and then I was like, bonk. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you when we're watching the next movie. Bye.